Welcome. In this lecture, we're going to start talking about different values that you can add to your palette. We're not going to worry about color. We're just going to stick with black and white to keep things simple for now. But let's get started. We need to give this tree some more life. So we have our palettes over here. We're going to need to create a new palette. And I'm just going to name this palette Tree Palette. Tree Palette. And I'm going to change our first color to all I'm going to do is change the value. So you can see right here we've got the hue, we've got the saturation, we've got the value. The hue is basically the color, I guess. The saturation is how gray that color is. So if we have a blue color here and then we lower the value a bit, if we move this direction, the color starts to turn gray. You can see that. It loses saturation. As we move to the right, it starts to turn more and more blue. So it gains that saturation. But we're going to switch our hue and saturation back down to 0. And I'm just going to give us, say about a value of 25 on the value here. For, not 100, 25 on the value here. And this is going to be our, well, actually, let's go closer. Let's do like 10. We need a darker color. So that's going to be our first value. We're going to do 3 values for this image. So I'm going to create one more. This one I'll do 25. And then we're going to do one more value. And for this one, I'm going to bring it pretty light here. Let's do 55 for this one. That looks pretty good. Maybe 50. 10, 25, and 50. So we're just creating some basic values here that we're going to be using. And we've only got the 3. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this dark value. I'm going to fill the tree with the darker value. And we're not going to be using black. Black is a little bit strong, so we're going to keep this dark gray. But there we've got our palette set up with these different values. That's the end of this lecture. In the next lecture, we'll actually choose a light source and start lighting this tree using these different values. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.